Zhang Jike once said, "You can't truly connect with someone at the same level in table tennis." But that rule didn't apply to Fan Zhendong. Facing an opponent who could match him point for point, Zhang found himself increasingly fond of Fan. He gave his guidance freely, both on and off the table, and treated him like a younger brother in everyday life. He said, 8 years ago, Zhang Jike made a prediction, and 8 years later, it came true. But the real story began at the 2013 World Table Tennis Championships. 16-year-old Fan Zhendong had just joined the national team and was making his debut at a major international tournament. He faced Zhang Jike and lost 0-4. Humbling, brutal, but eye-opening. That defeat hit Fan like a wake-up call, the first time he truly understood the gap at the very top. It was also that match that made Zhang see Fan's potential. According to Wu Jinping, the two immediately clicked. Zhang, like an older brother, took Fan under his wing, training together, practicing breaking down techniques. He explained everything in detail and even taught Fan his signature move, the Overlord twist hand by hand. Other players could only study it frame by frame on video. Fan got it directly from the master himself. At 17, Fan traveled to Rio as part of the P-Card group with his 3 older teammates, eyes full of excitement and wonder. Off the court, he had already become the most dependable little hand of the squad. During a live broadcast, Zhang Jike turned the camera to reveal the sleepy-eyed Fan to the entire nation. For many, it was the first time they saw him, the real little fatty. At that time, Zhang's own back injury was severe. He had taken 14 injections just to play. But after the matches, he didn't talk about his pain. He spoke with affection, saying "little fatty" again and again. During that period, Michael Chong suffered excruciating pain and couldn't sleep at night. But Fan Zhendong, who usually slept well after a little rest, set an alarm in the middle of the night and carefully applied a medicated patch to Chang's back after getting up. After the Rio Olympics, Chang's performance began to decline. However, whenever someone mentioned Fan Zhendong's name, Chang would always smile easily. After 2018, Chang gradually faded from the public eye, and from then on, Fan Zhendong shouldered nearly half the burden of the national team. By the Paris Olympics, the little fatty had shed his childishness. He had grown into Brother Dong. When they lost in the round of 32, the whole country held its breath. Fan Zhendong, under immense pressure, fought his way into the final. At match point, he missed several backhand shots, but he remained tenacious, turning again, regaining his composure, and executing the shot perfectly. As the ball finally landed, many realized this shot was for those who had once taught him, and for their past selves. That day, Tibetan Mastiff appeared calm on the surface, but he ended his live stream early. 18 months later, he posted his first update. They may never appear together again. No photos together, no public interaction, no everyday greetings. However, the bond connecting them has never been broken. The story continues, and they remain.